Good morning. It is 10:45, so yes, it's still morning from Castaway. Time for a Sarah side quest. I am waiting at the tram stop to head to Serenity Bay because I have an appointment with Senses at 11 for a massage. So I'm very excited to see how that experience is. I've had a massage on the ship before and I very much enjoyed that. But it'll be interesting to see how this one is different from that. But for now, waiting for the tram. Got a little bit of time before my appointment, so should be good. So, I don't know how well that's showing, but 4 minutes, 23 seconds to get here once we were on the tram. And now, I'll come get a view of the ocean real quick before I head towards the massage cabanas. Here it's only 2 rows of chairs. And then all of this. So, might come back and stick my feet in the water before I head back. But here's the original airstrip where the tram comes down and around and loops right around in here. So Serenity Bay barbecue is over there. Can't tell what that, oh, that's a bike and float rental. This is the bar. There's the beach. But then this way is where you check in for cabanas for guests and also the massages. So that's where we're headed. Okay, so I've gotten here and I've got my paperwork to fill out. So this is extras that you can include for an additional fee, but consultation form. Information about me, my level of stress, does it affect me in any of the following ways, anything to relieve, sleep, like average sleep, areas that you have concerns about, pain questions, as well as a space for the therapist to make notes, and then just a privacy policy. So show that before I fill out all of my information. So I just had my consultation with Pretty, who gave us our tour earlier. Real quick before we get going, this is what the massage cabanas look like. With a nice view out there. But it's time for me to hop on the table. So I will talk to you all after. I'm now done You can kind of see them shiny. Here's some of the stuff they used. This is a brush that we started out with, and she used these little guys right at the end. Oh, I wondered what essential oil we used. Is it shown up orange? And then this other one is peppermint. Very good, very good. All in all, very good. And I will report back in a little bit. Give you some thoughts. But I didn't clean up or something. I decided while I'm over in Serenity Bay, I'll go ahead and get lunch because they started at 11:30 and it is now 12:38. But here's the ice cream. There's bags of chips to grab. I think that looks like fruit over there, but this is where the line starts. So, gonna see what they got. They were coming through earlier. There is a ribeye you can get, and so they were coming down the line to know how you want it cooked, so it's ready by the time you get over there. So the food is a little bit different over here than the others. So there is red skin potato salad, coleslaw, and then a macaroni pasta salad, and then a grilled sweet corn and black bean salad. Looks like some type of cucumber and tomato, and then toppings for cheeseburgers, buns, and sweets. Here we got fruit. And this, no, and then some different condiments. And then I was gonna try and get the hot food, but the grill was fogging up the camera, so couldn't get it. But there's chicken, brisket, burgers. I got a burger. I'm gonna go set my food down. Oh, I need ketchup first. I have cheeseburger, the cookie, of course, grapes, mango, and some of the pasta, and a Coke to go along with my water. Oh, and a little pineapple muffin. But I am hungry and ready to eat, so I will check back in a second. Before I finish it off and forget, when I got there for my massage, they gave me a water, which was very nice, and then I didn't completely finish it, so I still got some. But they also gave me another one when I was done that was a smart water that I went ahead and poured in here. And normally I hate Dasani's water because I think you can taste the salt in it. But this one, at least, and I don't know if something about the fact that it's the aluminum bottle for recycling affects it, or if I'm just that thirsty today. But it's not as bad as the last time I had Dasani water. But I'm gonna hop on the tram and head on back, I think. Okay, so I am back on one of the family beaches, met up with the crew. I think Doc and Auburn are down in the water right now. Emma is here chilling. I figured I'd check back in while everything's still fresh. So my massage was 4:11. I showed up 5 to 10 minutes early. Hung out there in like a little waiting area for a little bit, where they had me fill out some paperwork that I got a shot of the blank form. While I was sitting there waiting, found out that Pretty, who we met earlier when we did a tour of the spa on the ship, was going to be the person doing my massage. And I was like, hey, that's a name and a face I recognize, which was nice. But while I was filling out my papers, she gave me a bottle of Dasani to drink. It was at the point where I was not going to turn away water, even if it's a brand of water that I'm not the biggest fan of personally. But once I was done, pretty quickly she took me into the cabana and we had a little consult, went over what I had put on the papers, any areas that I was concerned about, anything. Of course, they asked if I wanted to add on any extras. That any place you go get a massage is gonna do that. I said no, I'm happy with just a massage. It was for 50 minutes. I'd say the consult talk part of it took probably not even 10 minutes, honestly. That's not a part of the 50 minutes. The 50 minutes is solely like the massage itself. So once we'd gone over everything, she gave me a second to undress, get comfortable on the table, and then she came back in and started. And I love getting massages. I don't do it super often. I'd say maybe I spoil myself around my birthday and get one then. And sometimes if I get Christmas money, I'll go get one. So she was like, how long has it been since you've had one? What do you normally do? Those kinds of things in the consult part. She started, it was very lovely. She is very skilled at what she does. It was a full body, but she did focus on like my neck and shoulders and then my back, because those are the two places I carry the majority of like any tension I have. And she made sure to inform me afterward that it was very, very full of knots. And I was like, yeah, it's been at least 7 months since my last massage or more. And so I'm not surprised, which I'll be honest, any massage therapist I've ever seen has said something similar. So I'm a little used to it at this point, but I loved it. Something she did, or that they do for the massages that I have not had done before, is they start off with like a dry brush that is supposed to like activate like and improve blood circulation, lymphatic drainage, those kinds of things is what they tell you. Also, I kind of wonder if it's not to like kind of prep your nerve endings and get them all sensitive and like receptive, maybe. I don't know that for sure. This is all speculation on my part. I will say also, I almost always have to like prepare myself anytime someone goes near my feet. I'm not a fan of having my feet touched at all. So I have to like, I'm like, I know this is gonna be good for me, but I'm gonna hate every second of you touching my feet, because a lot of massage therapists I've been to are very sensitive with the feet. Pretty was not. She was very firm, and I think that almost made it easier for me and kept me from like reflexively like jerking and almost kicking, which, so I was like, hey, this is great, because a lot of times I have to watch and make sure I don't accidentally kick somebody when they're down, like touching around my ankles or my feet. But that cabana was pretty. It was so nice. You could hear the birds, you could hear the ocean, you could also hear the announcements on the tram, because it's right there next to the tram stop. I never fell completely asleep, but I definitely got dozy and was like kind of in and out a little bit. But that's when you know it's a good massage, is if they can put you to sleep. Afterwards, they step out, they let you redress, they bring you another water, because, and this is something that any place I've ever gone to is big on, is hydration is in the immediate time after, because you had all of this work done, it dehydrates you. So they gave me a smart water that I'd then dumped into my water bottle as soon as possible, so I wasn't carrying around 3 different drinks at once. They tried to sell me, she tried to like encourage me on the LMS products she used. Most places kind of do that thing. I will say, it's somewhere like this, it does feel like it's being pushed a little bit more, because they are, it's not like I'm going to be coming back to them on a regular basis. It like they know they're only getting people who are either cruising all the time and therefore have money to spend on that kind of stuff, or they know that these are people that are splurging and aren't going to come back like not anytime soon. So they are trying to upsell their products some. Interesting thing though, she did say, is if I did decide to buy something, there's like a code associated with her that I could order products online using her code and get, she didn't say what the discount was, but like a certain discount for like a year. Oh, and I thought that was interesting. Not that I'm actually gonna buy any of the products, but if that's your kind of a thing, if you're interested in those, it's helpful to know those kinds of things, I think. Just like any other service, it does have the 18% gratuity already applied. Once I'm on the ship, back where my wallet is, I might run by and leave her a little bit of a tip in addition to that. They have their system and how they have to do things, but I just want to say thank you and know that it's going directly to her, especially because she was so very friendly and she recognized me as soon as she walked out and saw that I was sitting there waiting. I wrapped up roughly around 12:30. I don't think I started right at 11. We had our consultation time, then the 50-minute massage, and then it might have been a little bit earlier than that because I almost immediately went to get food, and I think I checked the time when I was eating and it was 12:30, so maybe like 12:10, 12:15. Like any other appointment, you gotta show up on your time, but then you have to wait for them to be ready too. So but I enjoyed myself thoroughly. Enjoy the water?
Yeah, it was nice. Oh, nice.
They're back. But I think that is it for now. That's my immediate thoughts afterwards anyway. Oh, she also did tell me that I was not allowed in the water, or she recommended, she did not say I was not allowed, recommended I not get in the water or rinse off for 2 hours after my service, just because of the products she used, to give them time to sink in, do their thing, which I might go a little earlier than 2 hours, but I was like, I'll at least wait and let it soak in a little bit before I go doing things. But those water slides are calling my name, and I will heed the call. Okay, that is it for me for this side quest for now. Bye.